Welcome to Business Class, a podcast for people wanting to upgrade their thinking, upgrade their learning, and upgrade their life. I'm your host, Eugenia Panderhos, founder of Business Class Collective, best-selling author, and life coach. If you're an entrepreneur, a startup, or someone who dreams of reaching their full potential, then you're in the right place. You'll feel empowered and inspired to design the life you've always wanted. Let's do this. Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome back to the show. I hope you've had a wonderful week. It's so lovely to have you here again. I cannot believe that the end of financial year is approaching so very quickly. So I'm chiming in here to make sure you've got your head around the things you need to think about or to take action on. So before 30th of June, you want to consider what you'd like to prepay. It might be new plant and equipment, leasing a vehicle, office supplies, stationery, paying creditors, or investing in your staff by way of training and courses. And here's a little plug for me. I've got the e-course for entrepreneurs, a course for business owners, startups and managers at a special introductory offer that expires on the 30th of June. So if you're looking to train your staff or get more expertise yourself, now's the time to enroll and step into the next version of yourself. It's also a good time to discuss insurance needs with your broker. You may have important changes to your business that should be taken into account when renewing the policies. And also, when claiming any deductions for your business, be sure to have the records to support the expenses that you claim. So, what are some of the deductions? These may relate to travel expenses, computer and or tools, machinery, motor vehicle expenses, or website and IT costs. The next step is to conduct a stock take so that you have accurate records of stock on hand. After the final pay run is processed before the 30th of June, you will need to make sure that you have met all the superannuation requirements with regard to reporting and payments. For this financial year, there's also a super contribution gap of $27,500. This is for Australian residents. So what does this mean? So say your salary is $80,000, super on that amount will be $8,400, and that's what will be paid during the year to your super fund. The difference between the $27,500 cap and the $8,400 of your super contribution for the year is $19,100, and that would be the extra amount of superannuation that you can contribute to your fund. But it's important to speak to your accountant and financial advisor about this. And if you're going to make a super cap, then it's best to happen before the end of the year, before the end of the financial year. So engage an external consultant to reconcile the end of year payroll summaries. This will help to confirm that payments paid for salaries, super, PAYG or other payments to staff or to yourself if you're flying solo indeed match the records lodged at the Australian Taxation Office through the single touch payroll. If they don't match, then you've got time to remedy the situation. So what to do after 30th of June? Well, if you're running a business, you're most likely using an accounting platform like MYOB or Xero or similar. So it's time to download the bank statements to the 30th of June for your everyday accounts, your Visa, Amex, other credit cards or business savings accounts. Reconcile all your account statements to the 30th of June. Collect copies of expenses paid for your business, download share portfolio statements, collate expenses paid for any property investments like utilities, insurance, repairs and maintenance, land tax, annual rental statement, and any bank loan statements. Prepare and collate a copy of the April to June BAS statement and collate copies of insurance invoices paid like life, travel, computer, public liability, professional indemnity or landlord or the like, and lodge your work cover declaration for the financial year and an estimate of remuneration for the new financial year. So you or your bookkeeper will be able to access the data and run the necessary end of financial year reports. And these are the profit and loss statement, trial balance, general ledger, debtors and creditors. So this information really is information purposes only, and it is highly recommended that you speak to your accountant or financial advisor to obtain professional advice. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's short, sharp and shiny, but it's giving you something to think about for the new financial year and how to finish this financial year just right. Until next time. You've been listening to Business Class presented by Eugenia Panterhos, founder of Business Class Collective. If you haven't yet, go to Apple Podcast, subscribe, rate and review this podcast. Share the love and let your family and friends know too. You can follow Business Class Collective on Instagram and Facebook. Join me next time.